This is the most terrifying elevator video ever caught on CCTV. Hi, I'm your host. And today's video is our first episode for our channel. This one comes from real life and gives me shivers just thinking about it. Let's go. In January 2013, 21-year-old student Elisa Lam from Vancouver set out on a solo trip to California. She arrived in Los Angeles and checked into the Cecil Hotel, a place with a heavy reputation. But being the popular budget hotel that it is, it didn't disappoint. Elisa had booked a night there before catching a flight to San Diego for a few days. The hotel seemed like a good option. It was cheap, well located, and close to public transportation. Little did she know, it would be the last place she was ever seen alive. When Elisa arrived, the staff thought she looked a bit off, but they couldn't have guessed how true that was. Still, they offered her a warm smile and helped her check in. After settling into her room, she began communicating with her family via text and phone calls, but after leaving the hotel for an unknown location, she failed to contact them again. Her family reported her missing the same day. But because they were overseas, they had little leverage with the local authorities. Days turned into nights, and still there was no sign of Elisa. With the help of her college, the police were finally able to track her movements prior to going missing. It led them back to the Cecil Hotel. After reviewing hours of security footage, detectives found something deeply disturbing. The last known footage of Elisa was recorded inside a hotel elevator. It shows her pressing the buttons, stepping in and out, and even making odd gestures towards the camera. The video begins with an ominous black and white grainy footage, which we will soon find out is CCTV. We see the stark interior of the elevator with its grimy walls and flickering lights. Suddenly, a young woman steps in and the door closes behind her. It's Elisa. She presses several buttons, but not in the way a normal person would. Then she steps out and looks around nervously. Then she does something even stranger, bending over to peer at the floor. Finally, she returns to the elevator, this time remaining in the shadows and peeking out through the doors. Whatever she saw made her uneasy. A few minutes later, detectives tracked down the maintenance worker who cleaned the elevators. He said he'd been fixing a problem with the doors that day and knew when the power was cut to the building. He told the cops that the footage had been deleted after a certain point, further complicating the case. After a month of searching, Elisa's body was found by a maintenance worker in a rooftop water tank. How did she get there? That question continued to haunt Elisa's family and friends. The autopsy report showed no signs of trauma or foul play. No drugs or alcohol were in her system. They ruled her death as an accident. Presumably she climbed up to the roof, fell, or jumped into the tank. But there's no record of her ever going up there, and there are several locked doors to access the roof. Plus, why would someone jump into such a small tank? And how could anyone fit in such a confined space? In court, a lawyer argued that the police botched the investigation and speculated that Elisa was a victim of homicide, not suicide. The prosecution fought back, saying there was no physical evidence to support those claims. Ultimately, the ruling stood and all these questions remained unanswered. But whatever happened to Elisa, her story continues to fascinate and disturb people. Some say it was a tragic accident. Others believe she met someone sinister inside the hotel. And some believe she may have been a victim of foul play. What do you think? If you like this video, then check out more videos about missing persons. Thanks for watching.